Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. It's Cam, and hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week, Energy Wednesday, for those about to hop into the afternoon swing trading room in about 45 minutes here. Really quick, fun, exciting update. November the 5th, which is right around the corner, is Real Life Trading's third birthday, which is going to be on Sunday. That's exciting. Just figured I'd let you all know. Also, you might be aware that November is a brand new month. Today is actually November 1st, 2017. So for those who follow this, is it a podcast? Not really a podcast, just, weekly, daily market updates. I do have an exciting video for you because I have a new challenge for you. So let me get that clip up and rolling. Let's get it pulled up. Give me 1 second and click this button. Here we go. Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading.com with the Bearded Beast. Hope you're doing fantastic. So this particular month, we've got an interesting challenge for you. As you likely know, every single month at Real Life Trading, we have a theme. The theme and the challenge for this particular month, November, is Nom de Plume month, which is a name of the pin or pin name. So really the challenge for this particular month is to make sure that you write something brand new. You create something for the first time that you've never done before in your entire life. It might be a memoir, a poem, an autobiography, a book, a trading plan, a resignation letter. Maybe you want to write a letter to get a promotion to your boss. Maybe you want to write a letter to a long lost friend or loved one. Whatever it is, the challenge for this month is to write something new and incredible, something profound, whatever that might look like. So for me, I'm going to write a few articles. I might write a stock market poem or two. I'm going to work on a book, a few stock market books that I got planned out, and I'm going to be writing at least 30,000 words this month. That's kind of my goal. So feel free to match me on that, create something new, write something new this month. That's the challenge. Hope you take me up on it. We are closed, Real Life Trading, we're closed from the 20th to the 24th of November. So that Thanksgiving week, the morning and afternoon room are closed. Ashley and I, along with my older brother and his wife, are gonna be in Iceland. And Brad and his family are going to be visiting Puerto Rico, and LaToya and her family are going to be on vacation. So we're just closing down the room. Enjoy that holiday weekend, the holiday week, and just time with your friends and family. Ladies and gentlemen, you absolutely rock. Thanks so much for watching. All right, woo! So that's the challenge for November. I'm excited to see what you all have in store for me. Make sure to send me stuff, email me stuff, publish stuff. I want to buy your books if you're publishing them, whatever you're doing. If you're writing a new code, algorithm, share it with me. I would love to partake in your overall awesomeness. Let's talk about the markets today. There's a few things to talk about, and let's roll, because there is, a few things to chat about. SPY today made a little bit of a all-time high, a new higher high and a new higher low, a little bit of a high wave candle. Here's the hourly chart. Hourly chart still looks to be pretty good. These particular call options that some traders were able to decipher from my stock reviews previously, those are up a little bit today, and I do mean a little bit. 257 calls expiring regular November. So when we originally bought them, about $2, and earlier this morning they're up about 220, 230, somewhere around there. So we'll see if we can continue to bounce. Right now we're in the right direction. I kind of dig that, and we'll probably end up moving the stop up on the SPY, but trend right now still bullish, just slowly creeping, and we'll see what happens from there. The Qs gapped up. I don't think today was a very, what's the word I'm looking for, scary day. Bunch of white candles gapping up to a new all-time high. So you already had a huge move, right? From here all the way into here, and then we gap up to a new all-time high today. Yeah, pretty predictable. White candle gapping up, so retest gap. Here's the 5-minute chart, and the very first 5-minute candle was a bullish candle. Once you broke below that candle, we just kind of kept slowly trading down a little bit lower. Fading, filling, retesting that gap. So the Qs, again, strong bullish trend. We probably keep going up on the Qs. I don't really see any reason why not. Today was just a nice, healthy, comfortable pullback. Here's the hourly chart. We pulled back right into the 20 EMA on the hourly chart. In fact, you have a white candle gapping up, and that's a retest gap right there. And we did actually retest that retest gap. It's so weird how this works sometimes. So that's the Qs. That's pretty much what I got. A few requests today. Let's go knock some out. Here's IBM. And of course, IBM trading sideways. Brian got himself a bull put spread. This stock, beautiful, beautiful gap, traded right into the 200 simple moving average. That is that purple line right there. Here's the weekly chart, and here's the long-term moving average. So that's what we smacked our head against. And right now we're smacking our head against the 100 simple moving average. Very cute candle, if I do say so myself, on the weekly chart. It is Wednesday. We only have 2 days left. Here's my thoughts. This is a short-term accumulation area, and we could break either bullish or bearish from down here. Bullish makes the most sense, but anything is possible. So IBM, feel free to keep your eyes on it, and let's see if this thing bounces, and if it doesn't, cool, but if it does, it could be a really nice little bounce on IBM, kind of on the longer term level. PKG was requested, Packaging Corporation of America, and this one, I don't know how many traders are in this one. I really don't know if it's just a request or if there's any other traders in this one, but here's a previous resistance on PKG. I know I did this trade personally. Nice old resistance. We trade down to the support price once and bounced, and then on earnings, we pulled into the 100 simple moving average again into that support. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the location that you would have looked at to buy right there. So PKG, nice little bullish trend. Here's the weekly chart. Weekly, man, powerful, powerful move. So we were at $40 back in 2016. By the way, it's 2017, in case you're keeping track on your calendar. Yeah, we have almost tripled in a year and a half, 2 years. That's a big, big deal. If I'm looking at PKG, just to do a Fibonacci analysis really quick, what do we got here? Where's a nice little fib? Let me see if I can do this one and this one just to see where we get to. Just an idea, kind of a quick little drop in a fib. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's real pretty. In fact, if you like it, then you should have put a fib on it. If you like it, then you should have put a fib on it. If you like it, then you should have put a fib on it. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 oh. That was terrible. I know. Sorry to put you through that. Anyway, so we got a fib on PKG. We were trading. It had a nice little rotation, nice move. So what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of rationale and reasoning for us to kind of trade sideways up in this area for a while. But overall, next target probably up into the $130 price range on ticker symbol PKG. Next stock that was requested, let me pull this up over here on the other computer, LITE. I don't know what LITE is. It's not Litecoin. Let me go check it out. Trying to delete this. There we go. And LITE, what stock is this? Lithuanium. Not Lithuanium. This one. Here's the weekly chart. Here's the daily time frame. And this is the daily chart. Some volume coming in. Yeah, pretty interesting pattern. It looks like we just traded to a resistance. So here's the resistance right here. But we did have a breakout right about there. And of course, this was a retest gap. So you got 1, 2, 3, some kind of wave 4, wave 5. So really the pullback today, if you bought into this old resistance, new support around here on LITE, it went long. That makes sense. I can dig it. Here's OSTK and OSTKoverstock.com. Phenomenal gap on September 27th. I mean, feel free to just print that one out, put it on your computer, and the next time you see a gap like that, go long term. Phenomenal, phenomenal gap. Just volume, gap and go, clearing pivots, trapping bears, everything you can see. Here's the weekly chart, and yeah. If you're not into this trade, as of right now, we're approaching, we're at a really nice resistance. Resistance right about here, where we are at this exact moment in time. If I turn the candlesticks back on, if I was going to draw support and resistance, which I'm about to do right now, support would be right about there, and then you have a little bit of a resistance right about here where we are. And this has been a strong move. We've gone from 15 to 46 in the last, 3 months. Coming into the end of the year, makes sense. People are buying some stuff. I get it. I would love for this stock to trade sideways at this resistance zone, pull back, buy the dip around 42, and if and when it can break out, let the trend continue, let it do its thing. But for right now, for sure, you're chasing this a little bit. You're probably already tired. Your legs are giving up on you. Let it rest, let it calm down some, and then buy the dip. But Overstock.com, definitely want to put on your list, especially with the holiday season approaching. Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch. I love this stock long term. Big fan. I know how they make money. I use their products probably more often than I should. Here's the weekly chart on Budweiser. Got the 1/30 November covered call that expires in 2.5 weeks, and it probably will expire worthless. And if it does, I'll turn around and do the 135 for December, maybe even January. Other than that, though, it's just doing its thing, right? If it pulls back to the 100 simple, look to buy it. But this is a great buy the dip opportunity. Just a few days ago, pulled back, got a nice new white soldier candle on Monday. Budweiser obviously is an ADR, American Depository Receipt, so it gaps all the time. But long term, obviously Budweiser, relatively safe staple in the investing world. Here's DG, Dollar General, weekly chart. Had a nice little breakout after earnings, and yeah, I like this one on a pullback as well. Strong resistance right about here. We broke out. We've already retested once. That was the short-term retest. So on this pullback again into about 79, if we get that opportunity, yeah, looks good. I think it's a nice little breakout. The trend looks strong, kind of more bullish to neutral. Here's the daily time frame. We got a nice little high wave candle today. Yeah, this was really the phenomenal pullback right here. Just a gorgeous gap on the 10th of October. Probably bought on the 9th of October if you bought that old resistance, new support. So anyway, I like the candle today. If Dollar General makes a higher high and a higher low, I can dig it. Here's Visa, and Visa just cruising. Talked about this one just yesterday in the afternoon real life stock trading afternoon swing room. White candle gapping up to an all-time high on the 25th with earnings. It was a retest gap. It retested 3 or 4 different times. Here's the exponential moving averages, and you'll see it just kind of making its way downtown. That's my next song. Already got a good idea for it. Nice resistance, broke out, retest. It broke out, retest. It broke out, retest. It broke out. I mean, how many times do you want to get in on Visa? That was the opportunity to buy. Nice new all-time high today. If you're not already in on Visa, well, the trend is your friend. Here's a previous all-time high. If it pulls back to that, look to buy the dip, and let Visa continue to do what it's currently doing, which is staying in a bullish trend. So my good buddy Kim over there in the UK played XNET today for a little bit of a gain. So Kim, congrats. Not a very expensive stock, but some good volume coming out of this one. Here's the weekly chart, and the weekly chart looks a lot like a wave 3. Kind of a newer stock, hasn't been really around that long. So Kim, thanks for sending this one my way. I'm gonna put it on our watch list for a obvious bullish trend. I know my buddy Tim Walbridge will be interested in this trade as well. But the volume coming in, nice little pop, looks like a nice 1, 2, 3. So next target probably into the whatever that range is, $14 range, and then it'll pull back a little bit, and that'll be a good buy the dip opportunity. I mean, really we dipped just today. So very nice looking trend. I'm gonna keep it on XNET. Kim, thanks for the heads up on this one. I appreciate it, brother. Well, looks like I'm not going to be able to go the entire stock review today without talking about, of course, Facebook, Baba, and Apple. Facebook today, black candle gapping up into an all-time high. Right now, Facebook is gapping up just a smidge on the post-market with earnings. Really, Facebook has been a strong move into earnings. A lot of people made money. Jason Smith, I don't know if you got a chance to play Facebook or not, but that gap right there. I mean, look at that gap. So pretty. Closed above the all-time high. I had another trader on Twitter not too long ago mention that he was looking at buying. So this was all-time high breakout. There was the pullback into the 50. That's the buying spot right there. So Facebook doing what it's going to be doing. It's going to go to $200. Maybe even by the end of the year, but probably not. It definitely will make it to $200 though. No question about that. Just slowly. That's what Facebook does. Slowly and eventually grinds higher. They keep posting good earnings over and over. Trend is good. Volume is good. If you're not in Facebook, that's fine. Pull up the hourly chart. Pull up the daily chart. The trend is bullish. Hashtag buy the salsa. Here's Alibaba, and there's a few traders, and by a few I mean at least a couple dozen, making some solid coinage on Alibaba. This was a setup that we played, and I mean, what's the analysis? Buy off the 50. That was it. Hashtag buy the salsa, right? Stock pulled down and bounced last time, didn't quite make it to the 50. Stock pulled down almost last time, almost didn't quite make it to the 50. So this time I was like, you know what, it's probably gonna make it to the 50, maybe a little bit lower. So we bought in, trade's going higher. BABA tomorrow, interesting. Let's keep our eyes on it. If BABA can open above 190, this cookie should roll. I kind of think that BABA will probably gap down slightly into this red zone, fill the gap, and then eventually bounce and then continue higher. Overall, BABA and Facebook, I'm very bullish on both those stocks longer term, but a gap up on BABA would be strong. There's a very nice little retest opportunity today. The trend still is bullish, so find the dip, buy it on BABA. And of course, if you want, join the morning room tomorrow, and we'll be trading all of these, together as a team. Here's Apple. What a candle on Apple. Oh man, so pretty. So weird that this would happen. I mean, a white candle gapping up to an all-time high after 4 candles in a row of bullishness. I mean, what a weird day. I mean, no one could have saw this coming. I mean, no one, except Dean. Here's Dean saying, pretty obvious that it's going to likely pull back. Anyway, so if Apple gaps up tomorrow and clears 170, off to the races. If she doesn't and she gaps down after making, only $58 billion or whatever, and people are disappointed, it'll probably trade down, retest this double bottom, but eventually, as Mr. Squiggles has drawn here, Apple will likely continue higher. But folks, don't be mistaken. If Apple gaps above 170, she is gone. If there's no real gap and nothing really happens, cool. Buy some, get in some bull put spreads, consider some shares and some longer term calls. Those trends will slowly catch up, especially on the daily and the weekly. And 2-3 weeks of a retest, and then Apple, she'll be in the 170s, maybe even before the end of the year. So that's my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen of the markets. I hope this was beneficial and enriching. I mean, hey, why not? It's entirely free. You can go out and make a lot of money with this analysis. I'll see you on Friday. And until then, remember, love life, and trade it. Bye.